off by saying how excited we are that we're about to play your brand new single, The Future's Loving Arms, on our show for the very first time. So congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
No problem. So, mate, tell us a little bit about this track. How did it come about? Because it's such an amazing track, and our listeners are about to hear that for the first time. So how did this track come about for you?
Oh, thanks. Well, first of all, it just came about from just improvising on my acoustic guitar, really. I wanted to experiment with different writing styles, and the acoustic guitar was just like the main thing I wanted to focus on. So it all started with the acoustic, really.
And it's a pretty deep track. It talks a lot about the political climate that we're in today and society that we're in today. What was the points that you were trying to get across with this track when you first started to work on it?
I just wanted to illustrate how the way things are in society right now, and that it's like a good time for people trying to escape from things like the bad things that are happening and around today. And it's just about holding on to hope when things aren't looking too good. And staying positive and hoping that the future will have some sort of positivity present.
This is the kind of track that a lot of people might listen to, and it might really resonate with them because they've been through some tough times and are going through some tough times. Are you ready for people to reach out to you and let you know what they're going through and how your tracks help them?
Yeah, sure. That's one of the best things about music is to express your viewpoint, and people can relate to it in their own fashion, and it's just so awesome to be able to do that and have people reach out. But that would be amazing if that the song would have that sort of impact. That's what all my favourite artists do. They have that kind of emotional resonance to their work and can really relate to it.
So, mate, tell us a little bit about the last couple of years for you. It's been such a tough time for anybody in the music industry. What's the last few years with the pandemic and the lockdowns and everything been like for you?
It's been ups and downs. I guess at the start, 2020, I just finished an audio engineering degree at JMC in Sydney.
Yep.
Things were looking good. I finished my course, my degree, and I was hoping to find to start, looking for something cool in the audio industry or music. And just COVID just came around and kind of put a pause on that. So I just found positivity and just focusing on creativity, really, just focusing on making music and staying in touch with friends and just staying positive through it all.
Yeah. How did that creative side of you help you through that time? Because you've done a lot. You've released singles, you've released an EP, a full-length album. How important was that for you to stay creative during that time?
Yeah, I guess that was one of the most important things, especially when COVID really kicked in. To have that outlet was really comforting in a way, to know that songwriting and making music could just be there for you all that time, and you could really rely on it to just not focus on the drudgery of what was happening in the world at that time, and just staying positive and calm and happy in a way. Yeah,
definitely. Now, one of the big changes that we see with this single is that you teamed up with an American-based producer called Jeffro. Tell us a little bit about how that relationship started with Jeffro and why you decided to start working with him.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's from Chicago in the US, and it was kind of out of the blue. I was uploading songs online, and he just shot me a message on SoundCloud asking if he wanted to work with me for mixing.
Yep.
And from there we just we just kicked it off and just started working together, and he would be like mixing my stuff, and it was like really like awesome to hear like a real pro mix and master my songs for the first time. And from like early 2020, we just kept on working together, and I would just send him songs, and he'd send me his thoughts on it, and then we just worked together on getting the final mixes ready, really.
Now, I'm sure that our listeners are going to love The Future's Loving Arms, but what for the future now for you? What have you got planned for, say, the next 6 months or so?
I think for the next foreseeable future, I'm just going to be working on my new album. I've got like 10 songs, including this one that I've got ready almost. Like some songs are finished and some songs aren't ready yet. So I'm just going to be focusing on finishing that and releasing it.
Awesome. Well, mate, we cannot wait to hear that. But for now, we are going to play the brand new single, The Future's Loving Arms, on our show for the first time. What would you like to say to all the listeners out there as they're about to listen to this stunning track?
I just want to say thanks for like giving it a listen, and just amazing that it's getting played on the show on Subculture, and just really exciting to see what the future brings, and I hope that everyone digs it. And just stay tuned for what's coming down the pipe, a new album, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome.